Hi students, welcome back to my channel. In this session, I'm going to explain you about a few simple tricks how to answer questions on van der Waals forces. So first, let me tell you what are the 5 different types of van der Waals forces that we have. They are, first trick I'm going to tell you which order will be the van der Waals forces. First is ion dipole interactions are always bigger out of all, followed by dipole dipole, and which is in turn greater than ion induced dipole, and which is further greater than dipole induced dipole, and finally London forces. So London forces means other name we know already. They are also called as instantaneous dipole and versus induced dipole. Induced dipole. Okay. Students, these are the 5 van der Waals forces that we have. If you want, you can go and check on another video I uploaded in my channel. What are the various types of van der Waals forces? So coming to this relation, where we can use the questions, let us see where we can apply this concept. For example, they gave you different interactions here, Cl and HBr. Cl minus HBr is in one cylinder. Okay, let us say it is in one cylinder or one particular vessel, reaction vessel. Next, bromide ion and H2 molecule. Okay, similarly, in one more cylinder we have only hydrogen gas. Okay, so these are the 3 different species they gave you. Now you tell me, out of these 3, which one is having more van der Waals forces? You can simply, the answer here, they are asking you question, compare the van der Waals forces. Now if you see here, what are the forces existing? This is ion, so ion, and this is a dipole. We know that it is a dipole. So ion dipole interactions. Coming to this one here, ion, and this is H2 molecule. This is H2 molecule. Okay. So H2 molecule, what kind of forces are existing? So this ion will induce a dipole in this. So this is said to be induced dipole. Okay, induced dipole interactions. And here both are neutral molecules. So this is said to be instantaneous dipole and induced dipole. So these are the interactions that you have to notice down first. Now you know what will be the order. Always the ion dipole interactions are greater, followed by ion induced dipole, followed by instantaneous dipole, induced dipole, London forces. So the question answer will be very easy. You can give in this order. So like that, they may ask you many questions based on the same concept. You should be able to answer. Example, one more example you can say, Na plus water, okay, HCl means in only hydrochloric acid is there in that, and in one more cylinder we have oxygen gas. Can you guys guess what will be the order in this question? Okay, giving you a little bit time, please try. So here it is, hope you completed. This is, just pause the video and do ion, this is dipole. Okay, ion dipole interactions, and here this is a dipole, this is dipole, dipole interactions. Here both are neutral. Neutral means instantaneous dipole, induced dipole. So in this which will be having highest forces here? Obviously ion dipole, followed by dipole, followed by instantaneous dipole induced. So the question answer will be like this. Okay, clear students? This is the first trick. Okay, we are discussing trick on van der Waals forces. This is the first trick. When they gave you different combinations, then use this relation. This is trick 1. Okay, now let us go back to next slide. So we'll discuss second trick. So second trick, trick 2 is, for example, they gave you a question like this. They gave a cylinder with different gases like fluorine in one cylinder, chlorine in another cylinder, bromine in another cylinder, iodine in another cylinder. Okay, this is having fluorine gas, and this cylinder is having chlorine gas, and this cylinder is having bromine gas, and this cylinder is having iodine gas. Okay, so then how can you write the order of van der Waals forces here? Who is having most and who is having least? So in this case, the first trick can't helpful because all these are having instantaneous induced dipole interaction. So all are showing London forces. So how can you explain which is having more van der Waals forces in this case? So we can't use the same trick. Now let's see the trick 2. What is that? Always remember van der Waals forces are increases with increasing atomic weight or molecular weight. So when you can't use a different van der Waals forces interactions, then you have to choose the second trick. So choose this one, atomic weight or molecular weight. So based on atomic weight, molecular weight, you can easily discuss. Who is having more molecular weight, they will be having more van der Waals forces. Okay, who is having more atomic weight in this case? Iodine. So iodine is having more, followed by bromine, followed by chlorine, followed by fluorine. So fluorine is having least van der Waals forces, whereas iodine is having some more van der Waals forces. So this is the second trick, students, that you have to remember, where you can't apply the first trick based on their type of van der Waals forces. Now let us discuss another one more trick here. So next one more question I'm going to give you. So just try to answer this question. One more question here I'm giving. So here one more question I'm asking. Out of these, which are having high boiling point? So here one more simple trick I'm saying. So whenever there are strong forces of interactions, to break the bond, we need to give more energy. That means they need more boiling temperature. So always remember, van der Waals forces if increases, boiling point also increases. So in this case, which is having more boiling point? Iodine. The reason we know, this is gas, this is liquid, this is solid. Why they are having different gaseous forms when you go top to bottom in this group, halogen family? These two are gases, whereas bromine is a liquid and iodine is a solid. You can say simply the reason is same. So when you move from fluorine to chlorine, van der Waals forces are increasing. From chlorine to bromine, furtherly increasing. Whenever there are more van der Waals forces, they combine, they bring the atoms closer. So they are attaining liquid state. Furtherly in iodine, they are having strong van der Waals forces. That's the reason why they come so packed and it is becoming solid. So this is also very important, student. They may ask you in terms of either their van der Waals forces order or their boiling point. Boiling point always depends directly on van der Waals forces. Whenever there is increase in van der Waals forces, there will be an increase in boiling point. One more question I'm asking on this. Can you please explain what is the order of boiling point in noble gases? Noble gases. So what are the noble gases that we have? Helium, neon, argon, krypton. So let us say in this 4, which is having more boiling point. What I told you, in this case you can say all are having London forces only. So London forces. Then what you have to compare? You just compare atomic weight. You take the molecular weight concept or atomic weight concept. So here which is having more molecular weight or atomic weight, because they are monoatomic gases. So krypton is having. So the order of London forces will be in this way, van der Waals forces. So what will be the order of boiling point? Boiling point also same. Who is having highest boiling point out of this? Krypton. Or least helium. So in this way you can use both the tricks related to same. So let us see one more question here. Third trick I'm going to explain. So compare the van der Waals forces in N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. So they gave this question. If you see pentane is an alkane, you know that with C5 carbon and its formula is C5H12. Okay. So what formula is same and all are neutral molecules. So they are having London forces here. So London forces, all are having London forces. First one. We can't compare them based on the type of force existing. Second one, based on atomic weight or molecular weight also, that trick we can't use here because all are having same molecular weight. Then how can you say which is having stronger molecular force, I mean van der Waals forces in this case? Then you have to use another trick. Third one, so here you can say always van der Waals forces increases with increasing surface area, with increasing surface area. And here remember, whenever there are more branching, so if there are more branches, surface area will decrease. Surface area will decrease. Okay, inversely proportional. So if you remember this rule, this you can understand easily. Now let us see in this case, N-pentane is having a straight chain structure. Okay, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Okay, this is N-pentane. Okay, coming to the isopentane, only one branching, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2. Okay, coming to the neopentane, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH3. Okay, so you can count the number of atoms. 5 plus 7 is 12. Here also you can see 12. Here also you can see 4 3s are 12. But in this case, it is having larger surface area because no branches. So larger surface area. Next comes this, next comes, because it is having more branching. Whenever more branching, surface area goes on decreases. So can you tell me now what will be the order of van der Waals forces in this case? This is having larger surface area. So whenever larger surface area, van der Waals forces will be more. So N-pentane is having larger one, followed by isopentane, followed by neopentane. Okay, students. So these are the three important tricks that you have to remember. And one more trick also I will tell you. So the last one, fourth trick. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here I'm asking you a question. Can you guys explain what is the order of van der Waals forces? Okay, compare the van der Waals forces. In the following. So first one, here I'm asking questions. Al F3, Al Cl3, Al Br3, Al I3. Okay. Second question I'm asking Mg F2, Mg Cl2, Mg Br2, Mg. Third one, B Cl2, B Br2, B I2, and the fourth one, okay, Li F, Li Cl. Okay. So in these four cases, if you see the combination here is metal plus non-metal. Metal plus non-metal. But in the previous examples, whatever we discussed, all are non-metals. Whenever you want to compare between a metal and a non-metal, so based on all are having London forces only here, right? So all are neutral molecules, they are having London forces. So the order we can't explain based on the forces. We have to choose atomic weight. Based on the atomic weight, Li3 is said to be having stronger forces, and so that will be a wrong assumption. Your answers will be wrong. Then what you have to take in this case, whenever you have a metal and non-metal combination, always remember van der Waals forces directly depends on polarity of the bond. You have to see the polarity of the bond, so between metal and non-metal. So if there is increase in the polarity, there will be an increase in van der Waals forces. So here if you see fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, fluorine is having more polarity, so the order will be reverse. Here also fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So fluorine is more electronegative, it will polarize the bond. So fluorine and chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine. Whenever you find a metal and non-metal, use this trick, guys. Don't only based on the atomic mass or molecular weight, don't define. Okay, clear? Okay, let us see few exemptions to this, to whatever the rules we discussed. Few important questions on this. Same thing again, compare the van der Waals forces of the following. The first question comes here is HF, HCl, HBr, HI. So we took all these in different cylinders. So you need to compare. So if you see all of these dipoles, so the interactions are dipole-dipole interaction. Here also dipole-dipole. Here also dipole-dipole. Here also dipole-dipole. So we can't explain based on dipole-dipole. So we have to go for atomic weight, which is having more molecular weight. Check. So order follows like this. Actually, they follow like this, except only one thing. In this case, you don't take dipole-dipole interactions. Here, it is said to be having strong hydrogen bonding, because fluorine gives hydrogen bonding whenever it is attached to hydrogen. So whenever we say hydrogen bonding is stronger than van der Waals forces, so it occupies the first place. It comes here. So out of all, which is having stronger van der Waals forces here, which are having stronger bond forces, so HF. Here HF is not having van der Waals forces, it is having hydrogen bonding in it. What is the reason here? It is having hydrogen bonding. Clear? One more example. Similarly, if they ask you a question like H2O, H2S, H2SE, H2. So compare the following one which is having stronger bond between the molecular interactions. Okay. So then again same thing here. Water is having hydrogen bonding, so it occupies the first place, and rest of them you can compare with their molecular weight. So this is the order when you compare molecular weight, but water occupies the first place out of all because of hydrogen bonding. Okay students, so these are the few exceptions in this case. So except this, remaining whatever the tricks I gave you, they will help you to answer the questions easily. Hope you understood this topic and it is helpful for you. All the best.